Welcome to part 15 of my DIY backyard project. If you have missed the previous progress, check them out in the description. If you are planning to build a deck by yourself or even hiring a contractor to do the job, I hope you will find this helpful. And my goal is to inspire more people into DIY. This time, we are talking about how to relocate the Sillcock from one side of the house to another. Because of the deck, it is much easier and more convenient without walking to the other side of the house. It's a good chance to upgrade to a frost-free outdoor faucet. The first DIY tips I want to share with you is how to drill a pilot hole. Why do we need that? Because we need to check if the position is correct or not before switching to a bigger drill bit. This can also be used as a reference point to find another position if the first one is not the one you want. Now, here's a trade secret I want to share with you. You don't need the drill bit. All you need is to use clothes hanger like this. The wire is so strong that you can use it to drill a pilot hole. After you cut it off with the bolt cutter, you need to file the tip to make sure it will bite like a shark. This part is important. Remember to set your drill to high speed. Let me give you a demo on a piece of plywood. There you go, you don't need the drill bit for pilot hole. In my case, I have the brick veneer. I have to use a masonry drill bit to start with. The brick is about 4 inches in thickness. You need to drill all the way in. Next, we will use the wire hanger to drill through the wood. The wood has another 4 inches in thickness. If you have watched how I installed the ledger board in part 3 of this deck project, you would have a better understanding. Check it out if you have missed it. I will post the link in the description. Let's go down to the basement to check it out. As you can see, the hole is so small. In case your calculation or measurement is wrong, you can just ignore this and drill another one. But if you use a bigger drill bit, there is no turning back. That's why pilot hole is so important for a good quality DIY job. This hole is perfect to run the low voltage LED light for the deck. I will show you in the next video. But for this project, I need another hole. I want it to be a bit further away from the deck, so I use it as a reference. To install the faucet, I am using 1-inch masonry bit on the hammer drill. I'm not showing you again how to drill a pilot hole, because it would be very boring. Next, I am using 1-inch installer bit for the wood. Let's go down to the basement to check it out again. The hole is so clean. Look at that. This is the 14 inches frost-free faucet. It's a little bit long. I think 12 inches would be fine for most Canadian homes. There's one important installation step people ignore on this frost-free faucet. Many DIY people don't read the instructions. It tells you specifically to make a slope towards outside. In this case, I used the composite shim to hold the position. This is extremely important because you need to drain the water. When you shut off the valve, that's by design. Finally, secure the faucet to the brick. This part is pretty much self-explanatory. Next, I am using the plastic anchors. You don't need Tapcon for this because it's overkilled. Okay, back to the basement. I am adding a piece of 2x4 on the side to make it nice and tight. I am replacing the nails with screws on this plastic clamps because in case I need to replace it in the future. Nails are very difficult to come off, especially on the side like this. Just another DIY tips. Time to work on the plumbing part. For DIY people, I recommend you stay away from Teflon tape if possible. Use joint compound instead, because you don't want to come back to fix any potential leaking. Joint compound is really good. Now, tighten it until it cannot move anymore, and it will be leak-proof. I am using 1/2 inch packs instead of copper pipe. It makes life a lot easier because there's no soldering. Packs is very easy and straightforward. It's perfect for DIY job. For me, I am using the copper crimp connections. The crimping tool comes with a tool for you to check if the connection is good or not. I also added a ball valve in the middle, just in case I need to do any maintenance in the future. I don't have to shut off the main valve of the house. But now I do need to shut off the main valve of the house because I need to cut off the existing pipe and connect to this new packs. You do need to drain all the water from the existing pipe before doing any work. If you have seen my other video on how I got rid of the thermostatic mixing valve of the water boiler, I have shown you how I did it. If you have not seen that, I will post a link in the description. It's time to apply some silicone caulking. There's a DIY tips. Never put caulking at the very bottom. You want to leave a tiny gap there just in case the silicone cracks at the top, water can drain at the bottom. Perfect, it is working. Pay attention to the remaining water after you shut off the valve. This is the reason why they tell you to install this faucet at a slope. Finally, I am going to install the garden hose hanger. To satisfy your curiosity, I am using Tapcon. There are some DIY tips I want to share with you. With the first plastic anchor in place is a good chance to use this as a guide to drill the remaining 3 holes for the Tapcon. It's very important to stay away from installing Tapcon on mortar joints. It will not work, trust me. You need to install it on the brick. Looking good, this project is completed. Next time, I will show you how to run the low voltage LED lights to the transformer inside of the house, and I will rough in some Cat6 cable for the PoE security camera. I hope this helps. Give this a thumbs up if you find some good information in this video. You may want to check out other videos on my channel. I am pretty sure you will love them. Remember to subscribe. Thanks for watching and see you next time.